Hello everyone. Welcome to another video in the chapter of data collection methods. I'm Ning Cuiping. In this video, we start to discuss the questionnaires, including the definition, the types of structured questions, and we will briefly mention the specific types of closed-ended questions. Firstly, what are the questionnaires? Questionnaires are the most frequently used approach to collect data in the nursing research. A questionnaire is a written self-report form designed to elicit information that can be obtained from a subject's written responses. It often consists of a set of questions, often called items, in which the wording of both the questions and, in most cases, response options are predetermined. In a questionnaire, questions can be designed to identify facts about the study participants, can be designed to identify facts about events or situations known by the participants, or beliefs, attitudes, opinions, level of knowledge, or intentions of participants. In a study, questionnaires can be distributed to large samples directly or indirectly through the mail or by computer. All the participants are asked to respond to the same questions in the same order in questionnaires in a study. What about the formats of structured questions in questionnaires? There are generally two formats: open-ended questions and closed-ended questions. Firstly, open-ended questions allow people to respond in their own words. The question is like, what was your biggest challenge after your surgery? What about your family support or social support after your surgery? These questions are open-ended questions. Respondents are asked to give a written reply to open-ended items. So, in the questionnaires, adequate space must be provided to permit a full response. The next is, what are the closed-ended questions? Closed-ended questions offer response options from which respondents choose the one that most closely matches the appropriate answer. The response options may be a simple yes or no, or they may be expressions of opinions or behavior. For example, a closed-ended question is like, have you smoked a cigarette within the past 24 hours? The response options are yes or no. The next part is about the advantages and disadvantages of the two formats. Both open and closed-ended questions have the strengths and weaknesses. There are many strengths of using closed-ended items in the questionnaires. Good closed-ended items are easy to administer and especially to analyze. Researchers need only tabulate the number of responses to each alternative to gain descriptive information. Closed-ended items are more efficient than open-ended questions. That is, respondents can answer more closed than open-ended questions in a given amount of time. Another strength is that closed-ended items are also preferred if respondents are unable to express themselves well verbally. A drawback of closed-ended question is the risk of failing to include key responses. In many It may lead to inadequate understanding of the issues if respondents choose an alternative that misrepresents their position. Another objection to closed-ended items is that they tend to be superficial. What are the strengths of the open-ended questions? Open-ended questions allow for a richer and fuller perspective on a topic if respondents are verbally expressive and cooperative. Some of this richness may be lost when researchers tabulate answers they have categorized in the closed-ended questions. Also, some people object to being forced to choose from response options that do not reflect their opinions. Open-ended questions give freedom to respondents and therefore offer the possibility of spontaneity and elaboration. A drawback of open-ended questions is the analysis of open-ended items. It's more difficult and time-consuming compared to the analysis of closed-ended items. The usual procedure is to develop categories and code open-ended response into categories. Another drawback that participants may be less willing to compose written respondents than to check off a response alternative. All using the mix of open and closed-ended questions are based on such considerations as the sensitivity of the questions, respondents' verbal ability, and the amount of time available. Combinations of both types can be used to offset the strengths and weaknesses of each. There are various types of closed-ended questions, such as dichotomous questions, multiple-choice questions, rank order questions, forced choice questions, rating scale questions, and other types of questions. We will discuss them in the later videos. That is the end. Thank you very much.